high-speed chases that seem straight out of action movies are happening again and again in real life. From the explosive standoff in Tampa Bay with an AK-47 to the streets of Maryland stained with tragedy, and the breathless pursuit ending in a dark forest. 3 tragedies, 3 cities, yet one haunting reality when recklessness turns entire urban areas into battlefields. In Tampa Bay, the afternoon of July 17, 2023, which had seemed peaceful, suddenly turned into a nightmare. Inside a parked vehicle sat a dangerous fugitive. As police approached, he didn't hesitate. An AK-47 gleamed in the sunlight, and the roar of the engine ripped through the air.
Just drove through the gate, coming out the gate on the backside.
Road.
Southbound.
PD just above you at almost 1500.
Tampa Tower.
Jeff, I'll stay at or below 1,000. We're busy right now, got pursuit going, but I'll stay below 1,000.
Tampa Tower, runway 19 left, clear to land, wind 110
South of like the target instead of
Land,
gets
19
out
left
towards
for
Dale
those
Mabry if he comes out that way, I don't know.
I'll just stay above you.
Copy.
Alright, coming to where Laurel meets the entrance ramp for 275. He's going to go the wrong way there to Dale Mabry.
American 14
Dale
runway
Mabry,
19 right,
southbound Dale Mabry,
line up
under
runway.
275.
19 right, line for weather back and forth.
The suspect drove at extreme speeds, smashing through barriers and recklessly weaving through heavy traffic, rendering all law enforcement attempts to stop him ineffective.
Came in 201, wind 1207, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff.
Very take off, 19 right, came in
Streets,
20 on
there's
the road.
very little traffic back here. Roads are fairly dry and probably doing 30 miles an hour.
Southwest 9017, Tampa Tower, around 19 right, line up and wait.
19 right, line up and wait, northwest 90 something.
David 41, David 41, you're behind me. I think my emergency lights are shut off in my car.
Realizing they couldn't match the reckless driver's speed, police had no choice but to deploy their final tactic, a spike strip. Yet surprisingly, he weaved through the narrow gap, completely avoiding the trap, and sped away like an unstoppable force.
See anybody ahead?
See about Nebraska in case he continues east.
Alright, we can't see anybody ahead. He cut around traffic, found through an alley. This is going to wind him back out to Tampa, guys. So he's going to come back out to Tampa.
2374, Roger. Hold short. New departure instructions will be 180 to maintain 6,000. Frequency 119.65.
Gladys over that way.
7374, holding short 19 right. Sir, frequency is 119.65. Maintain 65, hold short.
Signal 4, Florida and Gladys. Florida and Gladys.
The chase ended in tragedy when the suspect's vehicle collided head-on with a civilian car. The crash threw everything into chaos, forcing police to draw their weapons and approach the vehicle in an effort to subdue the suspect on the spot. He chose to end his own life with a gun while the innocent people were only lightly injured. On the afternoon of February 28, 2025, on the streets of Maryland, a Lincoln sedan suddenly veered into the oncoming lane. Immediately, a patrol officer in Hyattsville pursued from behind and forced the vehicle to stop.
35 traffic. He's 3300 East West Highway. Parking.
At first, the car obediently pulled over to the curb. But just in an instant before the police got out, the driver suddenly hit the gas and sped away.
I think he just not East West Highway.
He floored the gas pedal, speeding along the edge of the road to avoid the heavy traffic. In the chaotic moment, the car struck a pedestrian and flipped over to one side. When police surrounded him with guns ready to fire, he had no choice but to surrender. But the painful truth is that the pedestrian had lost their life right at the scene of the incident. On October 7, 2022, in Conway, Arkansas, police participated in pursuing a suspect who was suspected of being involved in 3 shootings, which killed 2 people and injured 1 person. When the vehicle was discovered and the stop signal was activated, the suspect did not comply but immediately fled. The spike strip deployment was successful, but a police car accidentally collided with the lead vehicle, forcing it to stop. Other units quickly continued the pursuit. Unable to restrain anymore, a police officer drove forward and executed an aggressive cut-off maneuver. However, the stubborn suspect still stayed on the road, continuing the escape. The chase only stopped when police deployed tactical vehicles to force the suspect off the road. But instead of surrendering, he jumped out, fired shots at the police, then disappeared into the dark forest.
We got
30 minutes later, people found him lying collapsed in the field shot and barely breathing. Although he was taken to the hospital, his life still couldn't be saved. Everything had ended, but the entire city was plunged into trauma because of the chain of tragedies that lasted less than 4 hours. Three chases, 3 tragic endings. But the trauma lingers longer than any bullet or engine sound, because sometimes just one reckless moment is enough to turn peaceful streets into a nightmare.